Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, students. Welcome back. And this is a paper I'm going to do June 2020 and variant 33, paper 3. And let's start. So whenever modulus involve on both sides, so we must squaring both sides like this. And squaring both sides, even the 3 outside, we have to square as well, like this. Okay. After this, here I can write either squaring identity or write two-term multiply. So first term square, -2 into first term into second term plus second term square. And the same story, square of 3 give you 9. And now square of this part means square of x plus 2 into x into 2 plus 2 square. So square of 2 and square of x giving us 4x to power 2. 2 to the 4 and 4 ones are 4x plus 1. And inside x square and 2 twos are 4 into x. And 2 square give you 4. Now this 9 multiply inside with every value. 9x to power 2. 9 fours are 36 and 9 fours are 36. I have this is done. Now what is technique now? So 4 will go there and subtract. It means out of 9, I subtract 4x squared. So this will go there and add, so 36x plus 4x. Now this 36 I'll copy, and this minus 1 goes there. So finally I get 9x squared. Sorry, this is not 9, 5x squared, because these two x term values. And these two values will make 40x. And these two values will give you plus 35. Now we have this thing, like this is a whole is less than. You write like this or you write like this, no effect will be there. Still this whole thing is less than 0. So I hope so clear. Divided by whole equation by 5, make question easier. 5 8s are 40, 5 7s are 35. Now 7 1s are 7, factorization. So plus 7x plus 1x and plus 7. You can apply quadratic formula or factorization. So x common, I get x plus 7. Plus 1 common, I get x plus 7. After this, because they match, I get x plus 7. I get x plus 1 less than 0. So I'll draw this bell shape. One time this equal to 0. I get x plus 7 equal to 0. 7 goes there. I get -7. So, and when I plug in this equal to 0, x plus 1 equal to 0, 1 goes there, x is equal to -1. So smaller number -7, bigger numbers -1. And how to read this is called less, because lesser, if lesser come, we always do inside. If it's come bigger than, then I will make the arrows outside. So I hope so clear. And how to read the statement. X value is less than -1 and bigger than -7. So I hope so the point is very, very clear. And after that, you can do checking also. Checking, what is the checking way? I can show you a small idea. I'm just showing one part check. Second part you can do yourself. Less than -1, take any number. Here you have 0, here -2. Take any number here. For example, take here -2 intake, no problem. If I take -2 and plug in this equation, let's see what happens. 2, actually question is 2x. This, okay, and x plus 2. And bigger than, okay. Now this value, because you say x is less than -1, so less than -1 is this one. So I plug in this -2 in the question. So let's see answer come. -2 into putting here. When I put this value here, and when I plug in this -2 here, I get it here. What answer? This is a -5 and modulus minus become +5. 5 is bigger than here 0. Look, it's true. It's true. It means this answer is correct. Same way we can check this also. If maybe sometime both answers correct, sometime one correct, one wrong, which is wrong, you will leave it. But now we have, I think so, both true. I can check the other even okay, and we can get the answer easy. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Let's go for this question. Here we have to integration by parts. By parts means by parts. And whenever by parts comes, we have basically what property? U and V. When I'm going to do V and U integration, what is the basic criteria? U copy, V integration, then a big sign, bracket opens, bracket finish, and dx must be there. And again, V integration will come here. And into U differentiation comes here. So differentiation of U. Now I'm going to apply this formula here. So this is a U and this is a V. A question in mind, how we know which U with which V. So we have one formula to understand, and formula is late, L-A-T-E, late. I introduce I also, I late. I am late or I late. I stand for inverse, L stand for logarithm, A stand for algebra, T stand for trigonometry, E stand for exponential. Top to down, top is V function, down is U function. And look, exponential is here, so that is by V function. And algebra is bottom, lower, that is called U function. So it means when algebra, exponential and trigonometry come together, so exponential is V and trigonometry is U. If trigonometry, algebra come together, trigonometry is V, algebra is U. I hope so, got idea. Even these two comes together. First of all, they will not come together, or if they algebra and logarithm come together, so algebra is V and log is a U. And inverse always U function because in the bottom. I hope so, got idea. So let's start. Now I'm going to do it. So what is technique? First of all, U copy. So U copy. Integration of V. So integration of V, a big sign of integral, a bracket opens, a bracket ends, and dx. You can see this one, dx and bracket. So here again, integration of V, I mean, just whatever I wrote there, same I will write again here, times 2. Differentiation of U function, I mean, this differentiation. So differentiation of 2 minus x. I hope so you got idea. Let's try to complete it. Simply, what is integration of these students? So first keep as it is, divided by powers derivative, that is -2. Same story here, e to power -2 divided by powers differentiation. Short story, what I got it here, same copy here. What is differentiation of 2? So naturally 0. What is x? So 1. So 0 minus x is -1. Now, so this is done finally. Okay, how to reshape it? I'm writing 2 minus x in the numerator. E to power -2x come in denominator. This 2 already in denominator. And negative I'm writing here. I hope so idea is clear. So this minus into minus plus, and plus minus stay outside. And this 1 over 2 goes outside like this. And what is left inside? This. Now, negative 2 minus x over 2e to power 2x. And what is integration of this, students? E to power -2x divided by -2. From where I got -2? Power differentiation. And plus, no need to write it. I will put limits. When limits given, so no need +2, plus c, sorry, 0, 1, x0, y1. Now I'm going to complete it. And what is method? First of all, is simplify more. And this minus can go inside. I can write it because minus into minus plus, x positive to negative, it make question easier. And this minus into minus plus, so I got a plus, and 4 comes in denominator, 1 here, and this will go in denominator, e to power positive 2. This is not a compulsory to make it power positive, but I like to make power positive. That is why it make question easier. Now replace every x by 1. First of all, 1 here and 1 here, even 1 here. So when I replace 1 here, I get negative 1. When I place 1 here, so e to power 2. When I put 1 here, so 1 over 4 e to power 2. So upper limit is done, minus. Now put 0 here, I get a negative 2. Put 0 here, something to power 0 is 1, so I got a 2. When I put 0 here, something to power 0 is 1, so this is a okay. And I think so. What is this? Now take LCM here. So LCM is what? 4e square. So this plus 1 come as it is, but here into 2 up, into 2 down to make it 2 to the 4 match. So I got a negative 2 up. I hope so clear. So what about this? Into 2 up, into 2 down. So I'm getting what here? 4 LCM. Wait a minute. 4 LCM comes plus 1 and minus 4. And finally, I'm getting here what here? This is in the numerator coming negative 1 over 4e square. And what is coming here? Negative 3 and negative plus 3 over 4. Now I can stop it here, or I can take 4 common out. And what left here? I'm getting 3 from here and minus 1 over e square here. So Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, this is my final answer. So I hope so. The point is very clear. Let's go for next question. What is this? He said that can be expressed in e to power x. So I have to eliminate the quadratic equation e to power x. How it possible? How we can get it? So can I expand? No way. In the plus and the minus in the middle, you can't expand. Like a logarithm of some student do mistake here. They think that log of a plus log of b, we can write it. Not at all. Wrong. It is only possible if they multiply a and b, then I can say log of a plus log of b. I think point is very, very clear. Now it means I can't expand it. So only choice left, how to eliminate the logarithm. That is a simple technique. Bring 2x on the other end. I got this. How to eliminate the logarithm, this is our task. And oftenly I give regularly or frequently I give this idea. Whenever we have a 6, for example, we can write 6 into 1 replaced by ln e, and 6 will go in the power because log property. I get the 6. So I oftenly say that my students, so please type in calculator log of e to power 6. You will get a 6 inshallah. Like if you type ln e to power 3, you get 3 for sure. You can type in calculator, student, just check it now. Similarly, if I have a p, so p, I can write logarithm of e to power p. So this is, I can write ln e to power negative 2x. So log and log cancel out. I have another technique also, but I think this is maybe you find easy. Okay, now how do this one is done? This is achieved. Now what to do? Is it okay? Not okay. I can do in a quadratic equation. So what is technique? This is goes down. I get 2x. This goes down. I got a plus x and minus 1. Multiply throughout e to power 2x. When I multiply it here, I get a 1. When I multiply with this, so this x will cancel. 1x gone, 2 gone, e to power x left. So it means e to power x left. When multiply with the 1, I get e to power 2x. So e to power 2x e to power 2x minus e to power x and minus 1 equals to 0. And I believe the point is very, very clear. So he was asking that make quadratic equation. I have done it. I say solve this one. Solve this means solve the above equation. Reason, because this equation I transformed this form. So now he's saying solve this equation. I mean solve this equation. Same meaning. So what is technique? I will say let e to power single x equal to k. So I assume there's a k. So I get negative k and negative 1 equals to 0. If I squared both side, left side and right side, I got e to power 2x same, correct? So k square. So I can write here k square. So I believe this is a very, very clear idea. So here I got a k square. Now I can factorize, or factorization is not possible. Quadratic formula. Negative b plus and minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here I can do it 1 down 2. So 4 plus 1, 5 root. So I get two answers. Okay, students. Uh, I got two answers. And 1 minute, let me recheck. I think this is a sign is positive or negative. Mm, this sign, I think so positive. Let me recheck. Oh, this is a sign. No, no, correct, correct. So we have uh, so this is goes there become, yeah, the thing is that when you uh yeah, this is a plus and minus goes. Okay, so let's go for think. Yes, student, is one mistake I found. The question is plus actually. So plus plus plus, so plus plus, so this is a plus even. So I think now point is clear. So that is why this is a plus one, so this is minus. Okay, rest everything okay. So we got it, this one clear. Now what is asking three values, two dp or three dp, sorry, he's asking for. So I will use one by one. One time I use it negative 1 plus root 5 over 2. One time I use negative 1 negative root 5 over 2. So let's see what I can do it. And I will plug in this value here. E to power x is equals to, okay, now check it now, which value is positive and which value is negative. So uh, so first answer I'm getting is a plus sign is 0.618, and second value I'm getting is here, and this is e to power x is equal to negative 1.618. Why I found in decimals? Because problem is that whenever negative value comes here, I want to bring, for example, I want to bring power down. So I will take log of both sides. When I take a log of both sides, student, like this, any log, log or ln, natural log or common log. So this x will come down due to log nature. So ln e left here behind, and ln 0.618. And ln e is what you all of you familiar, student. Ln e is actually equals to 1. So x is final answer. If you take the logarithm, so log of 0.618. So answer is coming with us negative 0.481. This is answer. You ask me why not this, sir? Reason, when I take a logarithm of the to bring x down, so log of negative value is math error. So no solution. Reason, because log of negative value give you infinity, undefined. So I hope so the point is very clear. Next point we have here derivative. So let's start. And this is a 3 years back. It is a newly added differentiation of tan inverse. So let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Tan inverse 1 over 2x. Okay. So whenever tan inverse comes there, and especially the product formula, two values are multiplying. And while product formula, what is the basic criteria? U and V differentiation. U copy V dash, V copy U dash. So one by one, I will differentiate. So this function copy, and here tan derivative. Now tan inverse as it is, and x derivative. X is very simple, it's coming 1. Now what is the tan inverse derivative? Basically 1 over 1 plus angle square. Angle square means half into x to power 2. This is not enough. In the numerator, I must write what? In the numerator, I must write differentiation of the angle. This is a very important thing. I repeat, if you're not understanding, so tan inverse of kx, okay, kx. So 1/1 plus angle square into derivative of angle. This is a basic criteria. It come in the numerator. So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. So I think got it. So now x here, when I do it this way, so a minute, please. Yeah. Now take LCM. 1 plus x2 power 2 over 4. How come square of half square of 4? So what is this derivative? Is coming 1 over 2 here. So I'm just simplifying this first. What is a LCM goes denominator? For LCM, 4 plus x squared goes up down part only. And this is turned to what? You know, according to basic property, I taught many times, whenever friction in the numerator and denominator also, what is the basic criteria? So this will slip and this will flip. Slipping means A here, B down, and flipping means D will go up. Alhamdulillah. So D will go up, C will not move anywhere. So same story I will apply here. So X, so according to situation, this 4 plus x square will not move anywhere. And 1 by 2 slip. It is 1 here and 2 will come here. And this 4 will go in the numerator. So then it's simplifying. So I get short form 2x over 4 plus x square. And this is done, this part. What about the other part? Tan inverse of a half x and plus 1 as it is. It will continue till end. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. This is my final answer. Because I know that this is it was no effect coming. Effect of only first part is there. So this is my final answer. And I hope so you got the point clear. Here, a lot of algebra, so be focused on this part. Okay, so let's go for next part. He's saying that tangent to the curve at a point when x is 2. Tangent to the curve at a point when x is 2. So it means, first of all, at a x is equal to 2, I can find gradient. Simply replace 2 in the equation. It will give me, so he said point x is 2, the tangent to curve at 2 will meet y-axis. That is other case. So first of all, we will plug in 2 in the equation, I will get a gradient. So when I replace m2 to get a gradient tangent, plug in 2 here, I got a 4. Plug in 2 here, 4 plus 4, 8. Tan inverse, plug in 2 here is a 1. And this give you what? Tan inverse, it give you pi by 2, because tan inverse of 1, sorry, pi by 4. So we get this one clear. So gradient is coming here, what is a half plus pi by 4. So x is very clear. We're looking for the point, the gradient, but he's saying, well, what at the same time, and and read a statement, please. He's saying the curve, for example, this is a curve, and this is a tangent, okay, and at is x is equal to 2. The curve, equation, the tangent to the curve at x equal to 2 meet y-axis. So meet y-axis. This is a y-axis, and at y-axis, confirm x is 0 and y is p. So we're looking for p coordinate, p. So it means equation of tangent, first of all, we're looking for, right? And when we get equation of tangent, then I will plug in x0 there. So I got it. Okay, x is clear, with y is if I plug in this x value 2 in the top equation, because question is what y equals to, let me check question, x tan inverse and half x. So when I plug in this 2 here and 2 here, so I get what here? Tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4 and pi by 4 and 2 pi by 2 coming. So it means the coordinate is very clear. X is y, x is 2, y is pi by 2. Now equation of tangent I'm finding now. Equation of tangent. So how to find equation of tangent, students? So formula y minus y1 equal to m times 2x minus x1. So y1 is this, x1 is this, and gradient is this. Okay, gradient is a 1 over 2 plus pi by 4 and x minus x1. So same time, I'm going to put what here? Put x is equal to 0. When I'm putting x is equal to 0 where? Here, then I have to find y coordinate. That's it. So when I plug in 0 here, I get minus 2 left behind. Minus 2 multiply with this, I get minus 1. Minus 2 multiply with this, I get minus pi by 2. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, you can see this. This is cancel out and y value is becoming minus 1. And this is my answer. So it means P is equal to, sorry, this is not an answer. Answer he's asking P. So you can say that P is equals to minus 1 because here P, y value P. So when I replace x0 here, same time I replace y also as a P, y as a P. Reason, because it is a very clear approach. I have to put this point totally inside. So P. So that is why even I plug in this is also P. Or you can put later on, no issue at all. So I hope so. The concept is very, very clear. Okay, let's go for just expressing this equation. So how to express this equation? So let's start. Here we have to apply fundamental law. What is fundamental of law of tan? If you recall, fundamental of law of tan, I'm writing here A plus B. So formula is tan A plus tan B over 1 minus the product of both values. So let's apply same story here. Theta plus 45, you understand very well. So I'm going to apply here. So tan theta plus tan 45 over 1 minus, because this sign and this sign always opposite. So tan theta into tan 45 and equals to what? 2 and 2 cot double theta. So what is a cot? You know, is 1 by tan 2 theta. So now tan 45 is very clear. All of you familiar. Tan 45 is equals to 1. So it means I can say here I have a tan theta times 2 tan theta plus 1 over 1 minus tan theta. Okay, here I can apply same because there's tan double theta formula. And if you recall means how recalling, so 2 times 2, 1 over tan theta plus theta, because 2 theta is like theta plus theta. So the same formula will apply again, but make sure because it is in fraction form. So when this whole thing will come in fraction, so this will go up. It means this I will write up and this I'll write down. Okay, I'm showing full working. So tan into multiply both, I get a tan into tan becomes tan square and plus tan theta. In denominator, I have what? 1 minus tan theta. And what is right hand side? In denominator, I'm having what? Because when I apply formula theta, 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 so I get tan theta plus theta, give you 2 tan theta. Repeat again, if I keep theta here, so tan plus tan, 2 tan theta. I hope so, clear idea. And when I keep it here, same story. And when I keep it here, so what happened? Tan theta into tan theta become tan square theta. So this is I'm writing in denominator. And students, you know it, whenever its fractions come, a by this in denominator, so it flips. We will go up. So in this sense, so this will go up. So become 1 minus tan square theta. And this 2 up and this 2 down cancel out. And here I got what here? Okay, so here I'm getting, yeah, tan square theta plus tan theta over 1 minus tan theta. Now what I can do here, So I can do cross multiply. 10 multiply with the 10 square, give you 10 cube. 10 times to 10, give you 10 square. So 1 times to 1 and 10 square give you same thing. And minus 10 multiply with this, I get minus 10 theta. And minus multiply with this, become plus 10 cube theta. You can see 10 cube theta is cancel out. So this 10 square goes in this side, will becomes 2 tan square theta. So it becomes 2 tan square theta. And this minus 10 goes there, become plus tan theta. And this one goes there, become minus 1. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, he was asking to quadratic question tan theta. We have done it. So this is over. And now what next part is asking for? He's saying what? So he's saying by first expressing this in a quadratic question, then you solve it. And then for 90 degree, it means first quadrant only, this much only. So now I can apply, I have two techniques. I can say tan is equal to, or I can apply, so 2 ones are 2. I think I can apply it. Factorization is working even. Okay, so if I get a tan theta, look here, tan theta equal to k. So I get k and a k square. So 2k square plus k is minus 1 equal to 0. And 2 ones are 2. Is it factorization possible? Let's see. So from here, 2k common, I get k plus 1. Here, minus 1 common, k plus 1 equal to 0. Now, k plus 1 and 2k minus 1 equals to 0. I got two answers, minus 1 and k value become 1 over 2. Now, I plug in this value back here. So, tan theta is equal to minus 1 and tan theta is equals to half. And here, you know, tan negative is a negative in which quadrant? This one and this one. And here tan is a positive which quadrant? Very clear, first and the third one. But these both are out of range. Why out of range? Because both are not in first quadrant. This is also out of range. And here I can take tan inverse of half. So theta is equal to tan inverse of half. It gives us what? 26.6 degree. I hope so. The point is very, very clear. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, we have done it. Let's go for next question. Next question is, by sketching a suitable pair of graphs, show this equation exactly has one answer, one root. How we can do it? Y is equal to x to power 5 separate, and y is equals to 2 plus x separate. And I'm going to sketch both because he said sketch part. Okay, so let's see and prove that it has only one. Okay, first of all, we don't know this is a straight line because power is x is 1, power y1. When power y1 x1 comes straight line, but its power 5 is not a straight line, it's a curve. So let's see how we can make it. So first of all, we are not understanding given part first or part to part 2 that where root lies. But in third part, we can guess from here. You can guess from here the root initial value is 1.5. So somewhere answer is lie between 1 and 2, maybe approximately, because starting value 1.5 approximate. So most probably we can guess from part first, sometime diagram part 2, or sometime part third will help us. So I think so. If I check it with a 1 and 2, I think I can get my answer. So let's see. I'll use for the lower curve, for the lower part is not a hard job because the straight line. So I can make it 2 points enough and I make it. So let's start. I plug in x0, plug in x0, I get what here? Y value is 2. I plug in x1, okay, x1, I plug in, I get 3. I can plug in 2 even, no problem. 2 plus 2 give you 4. So 0, 2. So let's say 1 here and 2 here. So 0, 2 is here. You can see this. And what is 2, 4? So 2, 4 is somewhere here. So approximately 4 is somewhere here. Approximately, if you know sketch, that is fine. So if I take a scale and make it like this, so I believe there's nothing hard. So this is part okay. Now we'll go for the other part. And for this part, I will take values not 1, 2, because curve we take more. Okay, when x is 0, I get 0. I put 1, I get a 1. 1 to power 5 is 1. I put 2, I got a 32. I put 3, and I get a huge value. 2 to power 5 is something 243, I think. So it means 3 to power 5 is 243. It's a huge value. So I think I can take it. There's two values and three values are enough. Three values are enough. So 0, 0 where is here. 1, 1 is 1, 1 is here. Approximately it is here. Then 232 is 2 is here. That is very high value. So it means it is going somewhere up. So it means it means I can show graph. Okay, or I make it curve again. So you can see that because this is a root lies because 2 is there for sure, and because something 2 here. Okay, so this bit root lies between 1 and 3, or 1 and 2, 1 and 3 can say that. So you can say that hence root lies between root lies. You're not asking between what, hence is proof that root is there, right? Okay, it has exactly one root. This is a way to write answer, because he was asking, yes, x to n's x power 5 equal to 2 plus x has exactly one real root. One real root. So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. Let's talk about the next part. Next part we have what, students? In next part we have to say that this show that sequence of values by iterative formula given by him. So converges. This formula converges. Then it converges to the root of equation part 1. This iterative formula converges to this one. It means how it possible this formula converges root of this equation. It is only possible if you want to converge the root of this equation. If I take this equation, first remove these all subscripts, then I do algebra and shift on show this connection. If I can prove this is same, so I can say that what is this answer has same this equation answer. So it means the answer of this equation and this equation same. This I want to say. So let's start. So first of all, remove subscript. I hope so part is clear. I removed every n, which am or even n plus 1. After this, what is a cross multiply? This multiply with x. I get 5 x to power 5 and minus x. 4x to power 5 plus 2. Now I bring this here and x on the other end. So when I bring it here, so it becomes 5x to power 5 minus 4x to power 4 and 2 plus x. If I solve these two, I get x to the power 5 equal to 2 plus x. Check it, is a totally match. So say hence iterative formula converges to the root of equation in part A. Short story, what is the answer of this equation? Same answer of this equation. They match. That's it. Let's go for the next part. He's saying what here, students? So use iterative formula with initial value x1 1.5 and calculate the root of 3 dp, but give each answer 5 dp, but final answer 3 dp. So let's see how we can find it. So this formula, I'm going to use it. Okay, so let's see how we can do it. So first of all, x n plus 1, sorry, x n plus 1 is equals to 4x to power 5 plus 4x to power 5 plus 2 and n subscript and 5x to the power 4. 5x to the power 4 minus 1 again and so first of all I will put in a whole equation n is equals to 1 and then if I put it 1 here, so 1 plus 1 it gives us 2. When I plug in 1 here, it give you x1 to power 5. If 1 plug in here, it give you 5x1 to power 4 minus 1. And if I simplify, x2 is equals to, and x1 value is 1.5. I'm going to show you, and next time I will not show, I will just do directly. I hope so you're understanding what is going on. So this is a power 5, is power 5. So I hope so up till here clear. And now I'm using my calculator and plug in there. So 4 times 2 in the bracket 1.5 to power 5 and plus 2 and down denominator 5 times 2 1.5 power 4 and minus 1 and I'm typing and I'm getting answer. The answer is coming with us is 1.3316. 1, not 1, 2, because he said that 5 dPs we need. Okay, final answer 3 dP for sure, but each answer now is done. First I plug in N1, now I'm plugging 2. When I plug in 2 here, 2 plus 1 give you 3. And when I plug in 2 here and 2 here, so it will become what? 4x. I think I can directly replace a value. Wait a minute. Examiner will understand. Look, when I plug in 2 here and here, I get x2 square, x2 power 5. x2 is this, so this will go here and here. So 1.33162, 1.33162. In this way, I get x3, which I'm finding it. And just let me replace it. Okay. And when I replace it, so my answer is coming 1.27, 1.27352. So I hope so up till here, you understanding gradually. Let's go for N3. When I go X, this become 4. Why 4? 3 plus 1, 4. So 1.27352 power 5 plus 2 over 5 times to 1.27352 to power 4 minus 1. So this value I'm replacing in both brackets. And my answer is coming from here. I'm writing directly because 1.26724. So now you see gradually this value is trying to match. The first and 2, 1, 2, 3, now 4 I'm plugging. So x5 is equals to 4 times 2, 1.26724 power 5 plus 2 over 5 times to 1.26724 power 4 minus 1. So x5 coming what? So it is coming, students, 1.26717. Now you see that now it start matching. So alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. And you can see that even check the next one. So next one is coming x5, x6, 1.26717. So it is matching. So it means the answer is coming finally is 1.26 because he is asking what? 3 dP. So 3 decimal places. So alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. The point is very clear. Question number 7, we have, students, so partial fraction, we have to do it. So let's see how we can do partial fraction, students. So 2x minus 1 and 2x plus 1. Okay, so we write a over first factor and b over second factor is a rule. Then I multiply whole equation with the left hand side denominator. Multiply by So this is whatever we have, multiply left hand side with the whole here, then multiply with this and then this. So when this multiply here, so full this value will cancel with that. So I will get what? I will get 2 only. When this value multiply here, so this will cancel with that. So this will stay with A. So it means A times 2, 2x plus. And when I multiply with this, so this cancel with this. And with B, I get 2x plus 1. I hope so till now very, very clear. Now, first of all, what is technique? Because I have a two possible, wait a minute, here I should write minus. Okay, now first of all, I have two factors are there, or two same thing here. So one time this equal to 0. When I plug in 2x minus 1 equal to 0, 1 goes there, student, and 2 divide, we got this. So I replace whole equation, put whole equation by half. When I plus half, full equation, left hand side, no change. But when I plug in this half here, so these two will cancel this two. So I get a 1, 1 plus 1 got a 2, A. And when I plug in this half here, this 2 will cancel this 2, 1, 1 minus 1, 0, or short story, because I already taken this minus 1 whole 0, so this 0 comes here. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, clear. And finally, I got it what here? 0. Ultimately, I got A value 1. Now, first of all, I plug in this equal to 0. Now I'm going to plug in the other part equal to 0. So 2x plus 1 equal to 0. 1 goes there and 2 divides minus half. So I say put x is equals to minus half. And when I plug in negative half here, so 2 cancel out, minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. Or short story, this I said already 0. So this is a 2 is equals to A times 2, 0. And B, when I plug in minus 1 here, I get a minus 2. And B value is becoming here negative 1. So I hope so, because this is a negative 2 goes there, become B value is negative 1. So I will plug in both values one by one in the top equation. Anyway, this is done. And he said partial fraction. I'm going to write, I have to write, how write? This one come up, so it means my answer is this. And this minus 1 comes up. So minus 1 over. Okay. I hope so this part is clear. Now, he's saying that you got it. Okay, let me write it. F of x is equals to this. This is very clear. Now, what to do, how we can do it, because you can see the power 2 come on the top here. So short story, squaring both sides. One is square left side, and I will get this match. When square right side, I will get this answer. So let's see how we can get it. So when it's squared, I get it x whole square and 1 over 2x minus 1 minus in the middle, because this plus into minus is minus. Now here I'm going to apply squaring identity. And according to squaring identity, students, what happens? A minus b whole square means first term, first a square, negative 2 into a into b plus b square. The same squaring identity I'm going to apply here. Inshallah, I will get my answer. You can write it 2 times multiply is also correct, but too lengthy anyway. So here first term square, negative 2 into first term, second term plus second term square. So this value will come in first two brackets. This will go in next two brackets. So here, here, this. Okay. Now, when I apply this here, square of 1 is 1. The square of denominator is this. So what story here? So this I can write it as it is 2 up 2x minus 1 times 2x plus 1. Square of 1 up is 1. Square of 2 is this. I hope so this is clear. Now, if we check it, is this match with this? Yes, match. It means, and this is equal to this, or I can say this equal to this. So short story, in the place of this whole thing, I can copy this, but be careful outside minus sign. So what I will do it, what I do here, I write, okay, I write in a bracket. So this value, I'm copying 1 over 2x minus 1 and minus 1 over 2x minus 1. Expand the bracket, not expand, this inside bracket. I want to expand this one, so 2x minus 1 to power 2, negative 1 over 2x minus 1, and negative into negative give a plus. And I hope so. The point is very clear. And this is a totally match with that. It's approved. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, clear. Part number C, he's asking the square integration. It means what last step we got it, we have to integrate. 1 over 2x minus 1 to power 2 minus 1 over 2x minus 1 plus 1 over 2x plus 1, 1 over 2x plus 1 to power 2 dx. Now, what is technique to simplify? I will split them. So first it will go totally up, negative 2 dx. Then I'm writing this separate, 2x minus 1 dx. Then I write this one separate, 2x plus 1 dx. Then the last one, so 2x plus 1 to power negative 2 dx. In this way, question will become easy, okay? And how to do integration this part? All of you familiar that is a what is basically done in even done in a AS level. First of all, increase the power by 1. So minus 1, if I add, I get a minus 1. And divided by what? Same thing into base derivative, which is a 2. Because 1 has 0 and 2x become 2. So it means 2. And what about this? What is differentiation of this one base is x, 1 has a 0, 2x become 2 minus 2 is 2. I need 2 in the numerator, but I don't have 2 there. Then what to do? Have a look. 2 divided by 2. Look, I show you. This is balancing 2 by 2. I repeat again. Down to up to. So this cancellation process, so no effect comes. But upper 2, I will bring inside like this. Okay, like this. And this outside. So it has a no effect on a question. In this way, I can find the same story here. What is this differentiation? 2. I say, okay, 2 over 2. So what I do, upper 2, like down 2 stay there, but upper 2 will go inside. So I get 1, so into 2. I hope so idea is very clear. And now I'm writing here, what is the basic formula of integration? If we have a function in denominator, its differentiation come in the numerator and the power of is 1. So logarithm of function is my answer, and this will eliminate automatically. So it means same story here. Function down, its derivative up. Function down, its derivative up, and function power is 1. You can't, if not visible, I write for you. See, I hope so clear. Then what is my answer finally? Final answer, I can write logarithm of denominator. That's it. Same story here. Function down, differentiation up available, and the power is 1 of denominator. So I can say, so I can say here, so logarithm of 2x plus 1. And what about this, students? So increase the power by 1. So we got -1 because in -2, if you add 1, you get a -1. And divide by same -1 and base differentiation multiply. These two come from where? The base differentiation. Like a 1 differentiation is 0 and 2x becomes 2. So 2 plus 0 is 2. So all of, I hope so understood. And plus c, sorry, limits are there, so I will not write plus c. So this is clear. And now I'm writing limit, and limit is what we have here, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Now simplification is there required, and negative power whenever we have students, so we will make it positive. So bring this whole thing in denominator. And so I write here 1 over 2, 2x minus 1. And this minus you write down or up, no effect comes. Okay, I can write even separate limits even. So 1 to 2. What about this? Half you write inside the logarithm with log or outside, no effect will come. And 1 to 2. Same story here, half and logarithm of 2x plus 1 and 1 to 2. And now this is almost same story we have. So this minus goes there, and this 1 over 2 times 2, 2x plus 1, and limit is 1 to 2. Okay, so I hope so all these ideas are confirmed. So now I'm going to plug in yeah, we have to show this connection. Okay, so when I plug in 2 here, 2 2s are 4, 4 minus 1 is 3, and 3 2s are 6. So minus 1 over 6. Upper limit over minus. When I plug in 1 here, so I get a 1, I got a negative half. So short story, -1 over 6 plus half. This comes from here. What about this, students? When I plug in 2 2s are 4, 1 gone, 3 log of 3 minus. When I plug in 1 here, log of 1 is 0, so I'm writing directly 0. 2 to the 4 plus 1 log of 5 minus plus 1 there, I get a 3. When I plug in 2, wait a minute, let me check. Yes, that negative sign I brought inside and that outside, but no problem, same thing. So when I plug in 2 here, 2 to the 4 plus 1, 5, 5 to the 10. Minus, when I plug in 1 here, so I got a 3, 3 to the 6. And -1 over 3 logarithm of 3, and plus half logarithm of 5, and minus half logarithm of 3. And numbers we have 2 by 5. It means, let's see what answers turn to be -1 plus 1 over 6. I will check first these values. Okay, I type in calculator. Even this -1 by 6 is cancel out, and 1 over 2 minus 1 over 10 is coming 2 by 5 is matched. So this and this giving 2 by 5. These are done. Now I can see that this is a half out with a plus half. If I take a plus half out, what happens, students? This is this gone. So what left? Negative log of 3. This gone. I get plus log of 5. This gone. I get negative ln 3. I hope so understanding what is going on. So you know which sign here only plus, but two signs are negative. Plus number comes up and minus numbers will go down. And 3 3s are 9. You can see answer matches. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So this proved we have done it. So let's go for next question. Number 8 question we have vector. The fourth point is such that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, and I show you parallelogram. Okay, and this is a parallelogram. So parallelogram, he said A, B, C, and D. And parallelogram definition means two sides are parallel to each other, and this is parallel to the other. This is vector form given, okay? And he said, um, find OA A given, B given, D given, but C is missing. So, according to definition, um, this AD vector and BC vector are equal to each other, or BC vector or AB vector are equals to each other. I can take any. So I do it like this. I can say here BC vector is equals to AD vector because according to definition. So, so this vector equal to this vector. So now how to write a vector, students, is a very clear idea. We can expand it how, where vector ending C. So we should start OC minus OB. Where start ending will come here, and where starting vector will come here. And always O involved here, no other letter. How to expand this one? Where vector ending G, so I'm writing OG and minus OA. And now this OB will go there, and I am close to get my first part. Now I'm looking for, because OC, a position vector C, whenever the word position vector comes, it will start from O, OD, OA, and OB. And here I will write my answer. So let's see. So when I plug in, OD value comes from there. J is not there, 302, and A 121, OB 253. So 1 minus 1 plus 2. So in short, I'm saying answer is coming. Wait a minute. Mm, yeah, 3 minus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 2 give you 4. 0 minus 2 is minus 2 plus 5 give you 3. And 2 minus 1 is 1, and 1 plus 3 give you 4. So I hope so the point is very clear. So I got OC. You write column vector. This is called column vector. Or you write OC vector equal to 4i, 3j, and plus 4k. So both are right answers. Okay, right. Now prove that, verify that the parallelogram is not a rhombus. Rhombus and parallelogram. In rhombus, this is almost the same. So we have two differences there. Rhombus, all sides are equal in length, and parallelogram, it can have a these two lengths are parallel. These are parallel, but all length can be different. But I think the most important property which can help us is diagonal. In parallelogram, when I make a diagonal, is a diagonal. This is called diagonal 1. This is called diagonal 2. So this is no more 90-degree. But in a in a rhombus, there's always 90-degree, because this, 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 and when make a rhombus, this is a diagonal. Here 90-degree, 90, 90, and 90. And all sides are equal of rhombus definition. So this is a idea behind it. Okay. So I will go for what two diagonals. So first of all, vector AC, I will find. So let's start. AC vector. And I just taught you what is the way to write the vector where ends C letter. So write OC minus OA. Here always minus sign. So let's try to find OC minus OA. OC is 4, 3, 4, and OA is given here 1, 2, 1. So I'm getting 4, 1, 3, there's 1, and this 3. Let me recheck. Correct. I got AC vector. Now I will go for BD vector. BD vector. So OD minus OB. And OD is what, students? OD is 302. 302. And what is OB? OB even I wrote here, 253. and 3 minus 2, 1, minus 5, and minus 1. And now I'm going to do, whenever you want to prove that 90-degree, what I will do, dot product I'll find. I'm going to find AB, AB, AC, sorry, AC dot PD vector. I'm going to find dot product value. If answer becomes 0, it proves that they are perpendicular. So let's see. So 3, 1, 3, 1, minus 1, and minus 1. So when a dot product, the corresponding position members simply multiply and add them. I got a 3 minus 5 minus 3. I get a negative 5, which is not equal to 0. So it means diagonals are not perpendicular. Diagonals are not perpendicular. So it is not rhombus. It is not rhombus. Okay, I hope so got idea clear. Hmm. So now BAD. And what is the letter BAD? Where's the BAD? BAD. So this BAD. So actually, he asking about BAD. BAD. This angle he is asking for. And make sure this kind of story, either we get to A to B, A to D. Like starting point common. Okay. Or you can say B to A, D to A. Or meeting point common. This is both are okay. Okay, I will go for A to B, A to D. An angle I will find later on. I hope so clear. So there's a dot product formula I will find to get the angle. And let's see AB and AD. So first of all, what is AB? So AB I'll find from here. So what is technique here? AB. Um, so what is technique to find AB vector? OB minus OA. So is OB minus OA equals to this is a okay. So OB is 2, 5, 3, and OA is 1, 2, 1. I choose the values from here. And 2 on the 1, there's 3, and there's a 2. So this is AB vector. And similarly, I'll go for AD vector. And what is AD vector? AD vector. So AD vector is not a hard job for us. OD minus OA. OD minus OA. Okay. OD is 3, 0, 2. And OA is 1 to 1. And I get a 2, I get a negative 2, I get a 1. So I think all points are clear. And now I shift this both vectors. Okay. Okay, I bring it here. So I hope so this is clear. I got these two vectors. Okay. Now I'm going to find it according to criteria. AD dot AB equals to magnitude of AD into magnitude of AB into cos of angle between them, and that is letter A. Okay. So, and you know it well, students, what is the technique? Magnitude into cos of this one. So this, I'm writing it 2, 2, 2, 1 is 2, 1, I'm writing here, and 1, 3, 2. And this power 2 is 4, this power 2 is 4, this power is 1, and add them all. So 4 plus 4 plus 1. Same story here. 1 plus 9 plus 4. And dot product, for the two ones are 2 minus 6 and plus 2. Here I got 9 root 3 and 10 for 14 root cos theta. So this will go down. This is a 4. I got a 2. And this both will divide down. And here I got minus 2 actually, sorry, 3 root 14. And then I'm going for cos theta. Okay, well, let me check. Because angle is coming negative. And negative means angle is coming obtuse, correct? So let's find it cos inverse. So when I find cos inverse, negative 2 divided by 3 and root 14. So answer is coming 100.3 degree. Okay, this is done, and means 100. It means diagram is not that accurate. Diagram in another way, like I got this angle. Okay, so anyway, because diagram is not accurate, so DAB, it means I got this kind of value. So I hope so you got it, what I'm saying. Okay, and A is here, so not A. This letter is what? BAD, yes, BAD. I think now you got it. And this length is, this angle is 100.3. So first diagram I just make roughly. Okay. And this is a AB magnitude is root 14. So AB magnitude is root 14. And AD magnitude is 3, which I got it here. And angle I got it. And how to get the area of the parallelogram? If you recall, area of the parallelogram formula is AB sine theta. So A is a root 14, B is a 3, and sine is 100.3. And I'm just finding it. Okay, students, so 3 and root 14. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I got answer 11.045. So 11.045, 3 SF is 11.0. So area. So unit square. I hope so. The point is very clear. Let's go for complex numbers. We given here two here and complex number U and W given in this form. Okay. And exact and real part and exact real we needed. Real and exact. X and Y are real and exact. So let's start. What is a way to do it? I make U subject or W subject. U is better. 2 iota plus W, equation 1. And this I given equation number 2. From here, I got this. So put in 2. So when I put this value here, so it becomes 2 iota plus W times 2W equal to 6. Or W square plus 2 iota W minus 6 equals to 0. And now I will get from here quadratic formula. And what is A? 1, B 2 iota, C negative 6. See the values, even take negative also. And negative B plus and minus B square minus 4A and C is minus 6 by 2A. And A is 1. So W becoming negative 2 iota, and inside square of iota is minus 1, because you must know iota square is minus 1. And square of 2 is 4. So here I got minus 4. Minus minus plus, I got 24. So if I simplify, students, negative 2 iota, so it is giving us here 20 root. And 20 root, if I type in calculator, it's 2 root 5. So 2 root 5 come from here. Now 2 and 2 common out, and down 2 part cancel out. So I get negative iota and negative iota plus and minus root 5. I got W. So now I'll go for just a minute, let me recheck. Iota is negative. Yeah, iota is negative and root 5 is positive. Okay. This is a correct. Okay, now he's asking what here. Okay, we'll discuss later what is saying here. X and Y are real and exact. Real and exact. So now if you look at carefully, how we can do this one, next part, have a look here. So one time take positive root 5 and one time root negative and minus and minus. Like minus iota remains same and one time plus root 5 and one time minus root 5. Both W values I will plug in now in 1. So what is 1? 1 is, we know it very well. This is a 1, okay. And so we can see it. So this is very clear. Now I'm going to plug in the value of W will go here. So when I keep W here, so as we know this is given, so U is equal to 2 iota plus, not plus, actually when this whole thing will come here, so it means minus iota plus 5. This is solution, so solve iota plus 5. So it means this U and this W, I got it. So I'm writing U is equals to root 5 plus iota and W is equal to root 5 minus iota. This is one pair. Second, I can get from here. So so I'm going to plug in here. So U is equals to iota minus root 5. And finally, I got I minus root 5. And I'm writing U because real before, complex later. So negative root 5 plus iota from here. And W is this before, negative root 5 minus iota. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. I believe the point is very, very clear. Okay. On a sketch Argand diagram, shade the region whose point representing complex number satisfying this all three inequalities. So one by one, we check how we can make it. There are three inequalities. So number one, this is circle equation, but how to reshape it? This negative is compulsory to take common out. We are bound to write like this. Make sure this negative sign is fixed. And this is called center of circle. This is called radius of circle. And what other, this is circle equation. What other one? Other one is very clear, is a ray argument. I'm introducing here Z minus 0 plus 0 iota and less than equals to pi by 4. Actually, this is a Z mentioned already here. I introduce Z because where's the formula? Formula, this minus is fixed. This is a starting point of ray, starting point of ray, starting point of ray. And what this is called angle with x-axis, angle with x-axis. And this also we have it 0. I'm going to show you. So this will remain in these two boundary angles. Okay, I'm going to show you. What about the third one? So I'll show you all. Inshallah, I believe you'll understand. Let's start the first one. So first one, I will make a circle. Job number one. Number one. Number two, without any hesitation, I can tell you this is a tangents here. You can ask what is the reason, how we know that without any working. Can you tell us what is the reason? I tell you one thing very clear. What is this radius? And what center 2 plus 2i? It means this is 2 and this is 2. So I move 2 this way, then 2 upwards. So common sense that this is radius also it is 2. So it circle will must touch both x-axis and y-axis. So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. So let's see how to draw the ray now. So for the ray part, if you look it carefully, we have two angles we have to focus now here. One angle which is focus here is 0, and one angle which have to focus here is pi by 4. So how to take a pi by 4? Pi by 4 is called half of 90 degree, because 90 degree is called pi by 2 and 45 degree is called pi by 4. And have a look here, this is a pi by 4. This is pi by 4. So 100% it will go from middle. So starting point is what is a region. So region starting point. And it means I will make a black color. So one line I make it from here and go like that. Wait a minute, I take a scale better. And this line will go from 0 region and must pass through here. Okay. And second line is a line parallel to x-axis here. So why I make these two lines, you understand very well. There's a ray, and this is angle is pi by 4. It stay in the boundary limit of this. This is 0 degree and this pi by 4. So I hope so you got a point what I'm explaining till now. What is the third one? Third one is very interesting. Look at students, this is radius 2 and this is a 2. Okay, I repeat, this is a 2. And where is a half? This is a 3. Okay, see, this is a 3. This is a 3. I can say this, for example, I show you this is a 1, this 2, this 3, and this 4. It means exactly here is 4. So I hope so got the idea. And for your knowledge, I just tell you what is equation of x-axis. I mean real axis. Real axis, this is called real axis. But its equation is Im stand for imaginary z equals to 0. And what is this equation? Is called imaginary axis. Imaginary axis. But what is equation? Real of z equal to 0. Like normally we do a coordinate geometry. So this is x-axis. But equation is y equal to 0, like opposite variable equal to 0. This is y-axis. But equation is opposite variable equal to 0. I mean, x is equal to 0. The same story here. So what is this called? Z equals to 0. Real of z equal to 0. This line is real of z equal to 0. If line through 1, this is called real of z equals to 1. If line through 2, real of z equal to 2, this is called real 3 is equal to 3. So I'm going to make it here a line. You can see now a line which goes through 3. So this is a line, I'm going to make it. And this line is all here real of z. And he said, what student? Less than equal to 3. So less than equal to 3. And I hope so we understood well now. And we say satisfying all. Number 1, circle center less than 2. It means all point in the circle. And second here, in the angle of 0 and pi by 4, this all. Okay. And now it's less than 3. It means left hand side. So what's common region is this? Okay, look at it is a less than 3, correct. It is in the less than 4 pi by 4 angle, correct. Is in the circle, correct. So it is our final answer. So let's go for the question number 10. What a question number 10 is differential equations concept. So let's see what a question is. A tank containing water in a form of hemisphere. Water converts shape in the form in which the container form. So container is a hemisphere. The water is also look like a hemisphere. Okay, you mentioned that there is a one lowest point A, and the depth of water is at a starting time is we can represent H. Currently is H. When time is 0, tank is full. What does mean? It means when time was 0, height was equal to radius. How come? How come? Because look at here, radius, 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 and radius. If water is full, so height h and radius this h are equals to each other. That is why I mentioned When time was 0, radius and height are equals to each other. Okay. Second line, he said what? At the instant when tap is open, so there's a tap. If you open it, water begins to flow out at a rate proportional to this one. So I can say that the volume by the time with respect proportional to what? Negative root of h. I repeat, because water is flowing out, water. So volume is water here. And rate means with respect to time. And because water is leaking, so negative sign. If water is going inside, so positive sign. With respect to this one, I hope so clear. Now I'm going to write it in form equal sign negative k root of h comes here. This part is done. A tank becomes empty when time is 14. So it means 10, 14, h becomes 0. So these two pair of values we will use in future. So let's see. First part, he said water of the volume in the tank in the h depth currently is given by this formula. So I'm writing it now here. Volume is equal to 1 over 3 pi 3r h square minus h cube. So if you, because left hand side volume, right hand side is a height. If I differentiate this one, so what happens, students? D volume by dh. Why dh? Because height is concerned. Okay, with respect to height. So height is changing. Radius of object is not changing at all. 1 by 3 is a coefficient outside untouched. So 2 will go down. We got a 6r h power 1 left. 3 goes down and power 1 less. And after this 3 and 3 common out, cancel with that. I get pi inside and pi, and I think so I can take um, h common also. So what left inside, students? Here left 3 twos are and r, and here I get only h. Let me recheck. I taken h out and I taken 3 out. Correct. Let's go for next. dv by dh. And we have to show this connection. Look at here. In this, we have a height by time, but here volume by time, here volume by height. Okay, more than, okay, height and time. I'm writing variables, height and time and volume. So 3 volumes. Look, three lay. Whenever more than 2 variables you use in the question, we always use a special formula. It's called chain rule. And chain rule, how to start a chain rule? What is my target? dh by dt. I'll start from here. So dh by dt is my target. I write 2 fractions. So this comes in the first numerator. This go in second denominator. And what to write here? Same. It depends upon the values. I think third variable is a volume because h and t are used. H and T I use to volume, and I show you dV and dV. And even they cancel, I get a same shape back. I hope so got it. And now this dy by dh by, sorry, this is a volume up, height down. Is a height up, volume down. So it means I have to do reciprocal. So it become 1 over pi h 2r minus h. I hope so this part is clear. This will come where? This will come here. So I'm writing 1 over pi h 2r minus h. Okay. And dv by dt same. So I'm writing here negative k root of h. Okay. This is done. And what is my ultimate target? This is my target to prove. And I think so I have to bring this h together down. Reason? Because you see we have h together. So I bring it down, okay, or how we can do it. Do one thing. What is easy for you? I'm just showing you. Negative k up, pi outside. When this half comes down, this is h already down, and once h to power negative half comes, and 2r minus h. Repeat, this h is in the numerator. When go in denominator become negative half. I hope so you got it. And negative half plus 1 is called half. So minus k over pi, I get a half here, and 2r minus h. Then ultimately I have to bring this multiply. So I think so. I would bring half inside multiply. So I get a 2r h2 power half, and half plus 1, because this power is 1. 1 plus half, we got a 3 by 2. You see, this is matching. You see, this is matching, up till matching. But what about this negative k and pi? All together, these three things, I will give a name of b. Not a negative, so negative is separate. I will not use negative sign. So logic, because in answer, I have to take negative sign. So only k by pi. I can say here, let k by pi is equals to b. So proved. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, my target is achieved. So let's go for next part. In next part, if you look at carefully, what is our target? Our target is to make it solvation and obtain t in terms of hr. So t is my subject. Keep your eye, t is your subject. So first of all, I will use this connection here. So dh dt negative b over 2r h2 power half minus h2 power 3 by 2. Okay, yes, correct. Hmm. So how to make a t subject? So first of all, cross multiply. This will go left side, this will go right side. So 2r h2 power half minus h2 power 3 by 2, and dh is there collectively, and negative d dt. I hope so you got the idea. And first of all, I switch the sides. So this comes left side, this will go right side. But I don't need negative sign. Why? Because t is my subject. I will try my best to positive. So multiply by negative 1. So I get a b dt. So this negative become positive, and this positive become negative. I hope so. The point is very clear. And this is positive become negative, this negative become positive, and this positive becomes negative. Okay. Now I'm integrating. Integrating. Integrating, you b keep inside or outside, no issue. So h 3 by 2 minus 2rh half dh. What does integration b become bt? Increase the power by 1, 5 by 2 over 5 by 2. Increase the power by 1, so 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 plus c. And you know 1 over 3 by 2, it flips, it goes up 2 by 3. So this both flips, so it means bt is equals to 2 by 5 times 2 h to power 5 over 2, and this 2 will flip up 4, so 4 by 3, and sorry, r also there, h to power 3 by 2 and plus c. Okay, now I have to use those link available here. I use the top one first, h t0 t0 hr t0 hr. Okay, t0 hr. When I put 0 here, it gone. So hr. So here h to power 5 over 2 and 4 by 3 r as it is. But this h also r to power 2 and plus c. And this is a half, power half plus 1 become 3 by 2. So I'm getting 2 by 5 r to power 5 over 2, 4 by 3 r to power 5 over 2 plus c equal to 0. So this both values go left side, or I can take it this common out. Okay, no problem, both okay. Or I can type this 2 by 5 minus 4 over 3. So when you type this in a calculator, 2 by 5 minus 4 over 3, it gives you negative 14 over 15 r to power 5 over 2 plus c. So this will go there. So c value becoming what? So c value becoming 14 by 15 r to power 5 over 2. So this I will plug in 1. This value will go in 1. So bt put in 1. So bt equal to 2 over 5 h to power 5 over 2 minus 4 over 3 r h to power 3 over 2 and plus 14 by 15 r to power 5 over 2. I hope so. Up till here, okay? Now, what is my target? Actually, I use only one link, which is this link. I did not use a lower link. I will use this as well. T14H0, T14H0, T14H0. So when I put T14, so T14, when I 14 here, I got a B times 214 or 14B, H0, 0 gone, and this left behind. So this 14 goes down and 14 cancel. So B value is becoming 1 over 15 r to power 5 over 2, because this 14 goes down and 14 cancel out. So I get this as it is. I think got the idea. This value I plug in back in equation here. Again, sorry, plug in. Yeah, plug in here. So, so what I get? 1 over 15 r to power 5 over 2 times 2t 2 over 5 h to power 5 over 2 minus 4 over 3 r h to power 3 by 2 plus 14 over 15 and r to power 5 over 2. Now my target is to t subject. So this is first of all get rid of 15, multiply 15 whole throughout. Into 15 here, it cancel out. Into 15 here. So 5 3s are 15 and 3 2s are 6. So I get it what here? 6. So 3 when 15 multiplies here. So 15 into 4 over 3. So I get 20 minus 20 or h to power 3 by 2. And what about the last part? 15 multiply 15 cancel. I got 14 r to power 5 over 2. Last thing left only, this r over 2 will divide. Look, I show you this r over 2 divide whole equation. So I'm doing it here. Divide by r to power 5 over 2. T alone, 6h to power 5 over 2 by r to power 5 over 2. Minus 20 r h to power 3 over 2 over r to power 5 over 2 plus 14 r to power 5 over 2 over r to power 5 over 2. And this cancel out. It is very clear. So t is subject. This and power same. You can combine it h over r and power is coming 5 over 2. Now what about this? 20 as it is. So 1 power is r1. Or I think better to this bigger power. So this one will go down. So it means if I have a 5 over 2 minus 1 2 LCM 5 minus 2 3 by 2. So I get a h 3 by 2 and r also 3 by 2 and plus 14. And find the way I combined here. Same I will combine here. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. This is our final answer. So I hope so. You understood well the idea of the question, and question is over and paper is over as well. And I hope so you understood the paper the way I explained. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And inshallah, see you next time and just pray for me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.